Welcome back, grade 9, to our online classes once more. I believe you're all going good with all your goodness and naughtiness. My children, I have been continuously asking you for your feedbacks. I do not know whether you are enjoying my lectures or are they interesting for you. So I would like to know that, and I am asking for your feedbacks so that I can improve my lectures and make them more and more interesting for you. One or two feedbacks have come. I thank them, those who have sent the feedbacks. But I'm looking forward to the rest of the class so that I can improve my lectures, make them more interactive and more interesting for you. Right? So you'll enjoy the session in the sense you have not been into the online classes before. This is the first time. So we have to be very different and we have to understand from the online classes our lectures and our learning has to progress. So kindly pay attention. I need your feedbacks and they are very, very important for my development also, for my growth also. Right? So now we move on to our today's session. It is a beautiful story that I'm going to share with you. The Lost Child by Mulk Raj Anand. Mulk Raj Anand was a famous Indian traditional writer. He used to write stories based on rural life, simple emotions, poorer folk, and he used to bring out the beauty of these simple things. Such an interesting and beautiful story is The Lost Child. Here the child, at the beginning of the story, is going to a village fair. On the way to the village fair with his parents, the spring season was on. Everything around was colorful as it could be. And so, the child was very happy and looking here and there. The whole village was in very colorful dress and all were going to the village fair. And now what happened? The child sees a toy shop, calls his parents. Parents are not interested. The child, what to do? He puts fingers on his lips and walks on. As he walks on, his eyes get distracted to a beautiful mustard field full of bright yellow mustard flowers, all colorful, all painted bright yellow, more because the bright sunshine, the yellow sunshine was falling on the whole field and it was such a lovely yellow everywhere. The child was easily distracted. He left the hands of the parents. The parents were holding him. So he left their hands and ran towards the field. And he danced amidst nature. As he was dancing, he looked up and he saw dragonflies and butterflies all around him, nicely fluttering everywhere. And the child wanted to catch the butterflies and the dragonflies. You know, when we were small, we also used to be after butterflies, catching them, holding them, and then after some time, letting them free. So the child wanted to catch the butterflies and the dragonflies and hold them in his small hands. And then he looked down. He saw the worms and the insects crawling on the ground. Those attracted him. The creepy crawlies we say. The creepy crawlies attracted him. He wanted to bend down and touch them. Again, his parents called. He ran back. And as he was going back, a soft shower of rains fell on him. And it was a heavenly feeling. The nature, yellow, warm, and the soft showers on him. He was tremendously happy. Tremendously happy. His little heart danced with joy and happiness. Okay? And then he ran towards his parents. And then he saw very nicely his attraction was immediately drawn to the yes, he saw the sweet shop. The sweet shop was full of lovely colored sweets, all on display, and they were covered with gold and silver leaves. The child wanted a burfi, but still he knew that if he had asked for a burfi from his parents, then his parents would directly say no. So he put fingers on his lips and he carried on with his parents. Then he saw the balloon seller, full of lovely colored balloons. He resisted himself. He didn't say anything. He wanted to buy balloon. He wanted to buy sweets. He wanted to buy toys. But no, he couldn't buy because his parents never agreed to all that. And so we move on and we find even in between the child was in front of a flower shop. From the flower shop he wanted to buy a gul mohar garland. The parents didn't allow. The next most beautiful thing attracts him. What was that? The snake charmer. Snake charmers are a very good entertainment source for small children. The snake charmer is a person who plays with a snake. Right. So the snake charmer was there in the village fair, a very common form of entertainment. He was playing that flute, the snake flute, and the snake was swaying to the tune. And then the child was very attracted and he wanted to stand in front of the snake charmer to enjoy the show. But his parents called him. Next time, he found himself in front of a roundabout and he wanted to ride it. One small permission, only one small permission is required. He looked here, he looked there for his parents' permission. But no parent was there with him. Parents had disappeared. Where could they go? The child was panicked. The child looked here and there blindly. He ran helter-skelter. He ran here and there, but he couldn't locate his parents. He sat down. He started crying. Suddenly in front of him, there was a crowd. He went to the crowd and started searching for his parents. Parents were not there. He threw his turban down and dirtied himself and started crying. Then a kind person saw him, came to him and asked him, "What is wrong?" And tried to console him, tried to cool him with his small temptations, with burfis, with rides, with flowers, with toys. But the child never wanted anything anymore. He was done with all that small temptation. He wanted his parents back, to be back in their arms, to be with them. Children, any temptation, that is the message of the story, becomes insignificant in front of this beautiful relationship, in front of this heavenly relationship on the earth. The relationship between a parent and a child. Right? This is the message of the story. And the child kept on saying, I want my parents back. I want my parents back. Nothing else. Right? So we end the story. Doubts, difficulties for me, feedbacks for me, assignments for you. Right? Have a nice time. Enjoy your lessons and look for happy days ahead. Right?